And the number one team in the NFC in 2023 is... People of Earth, welcome into my 2023 record predictions for every team in the NFC. If you haven't seen it already, go back, watch my AFC video, put that out a little bit ago, and make sure to subscribe and like for more football content. Let's get into the predictions. Number 6 in the NFC, I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 2-15. I don't think the Buccaneers are gonna be good. They don't have a quarterback. Tom Brady retired. Todd Bowles, I don't think is that great of a head coach. They're just going downhill. They're gonna tank for Caleb Williams. It's probably the best bet that they could make. And so they're gonna make it because Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask are not gonna get it done. So I have them at the bottom of the barrel at 2-15. At 15, I got the Commanders at 3-14. I've been getting a lot of hate about my Commanders takes lately on TikTok and Instagram. A lot of Commanders fans think that the Commanders are going to be good. I do not. Sam Howell played one game last year. He threw for 160 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. I don't think you can take much into that. They're trying to get rid of Chase Young. What's there to like about the Commanders? They play in the NFC East. Obviously, I looked at their schedule, and I had them losing 14 games. So that's my take, and I'm sticking to it. At number 14, I do have the Arizona Cardinals at 4-13. Again, they're not going to have Kyler Murray until later in the season. I don't know who their quarterback's going to be. They have a new coach. They don't have DeAndre Hopkins anymore. James Conner is their best running back. They lost their defensive coordinator. Their defense is okay. I think that when Kyler comes back, they're going to be able to steal some games late in the season. So that's why I have them at 4-13, but I don't think they're going to be a very good team. At 13, I do have the Los Angeles Rams at 4-13 as well. Matthew Stafford is 1 sack away from a career-ending back injury. Cam Akers was going to get traded. Now he's going to be the focal point, but he still was recovering from an Achilles injury. So I don't really trust Cam Akers all that much. Who knows what's going on with that? Sean McVay was going to retire. They have no depth. They have no offensive line. I just don't believe in the Rams this year, so that's why I have them at 4-13. At 12, I do have the Carolina Panthers at 5-12. I think Bryce Young is going to be good enough to get them some wins. Frank Wright is a good coach, but again, he's a rookie quarterback, so that's just growing pains with the rookie quarterback, regardless of where you played. It's going to be a tough sledding, so that's why I have the Panthers down there. I think Miles Sanders is going to be pretty good, but other than that, they got Adam Thielen as their number 1 wide receiver. So Green Bay Packers, I do have at 11. I have them at 7-10. I think actually for Packers fans, I talked to one this past weekend. They like the idea of going 7-10 because that's kind of what Aaron Rodgers did his first full season. So is Jordan Love going to follow in the footsteps of Aaron Rodgers? Possibly. But I just have him 7-10, new quarterback. They're going to have a really young wide receiver core and partially rebuilding as Jordan Love gets used to being a starting quarterback in the NFL. At number 10, I do have the Giants at 8-9. This is one of those wonky ones where I don't really know how that happened. They probably should be a 9-win, maybe a 10-win team. But again, you look at the schedule, you go through and you pick these games and they just don't win those games in my mind. And that's the thing with this schedule predictor, this record predictions, is that games get stolen, wonky things happen all the time in the season, so it's so hard to really predict it. But I have him at 8-9. Daniel Jones has a good year. I think he's gonna have another good year. Saquon might hold out. That's why I don't know, like 8-9, I don't know if I really believe that. So take that as you will, but they probably should be a bit higher. At 9, I do have the Chicago Bears at 8-9 as well. I think they're still gonna struggle with Justin Fields. They do have DJ Moore now. They lost David Montgomery. So just some more steps in the right direction for them and possibly, steal a game here or there and they could be over 500 for sure. Now this one is really wonky. At 8, I have the Atlanta Falcons at 9-8. This one is probably wrong. I really don't know how I did this, but I do have them at 9-8. Desmond Ridder, maybe he has a good season. Bijan could run for 2,000 yards, so maybe they just give him the ball and they run it for 2,000 yards and they win 9 games. Probably not, but somehow I got them to 9 games. So I might need to go back, and the Giants probably should be 9-8 and in the 8th seed, but what are you going to do? At 7, I do have the Minnesota Vikings at 9-8 as well. They've been that same kind of team on the downslide, kind of like the Titans. Who knows what's going to happen after this year? Kirk's going to be a free agent. Justin Jefferson's probably going to be pissed because they haven't done anything in the playoffs. I mean, they lost in the wild card to the Giants, for God's sakes. Danielle Hunter, I think, is like holding out or like doesn't want to be on the team anymore. So they have like a pretty solid, well-balanced team, but I just don't think it's going to be enough to get it done. They're going to be the 7th seed probably. At the 6th seed, I do have the Seattle Seahawks 10-7. Geno Smith, if he has another season like he did last year, they'll be really good. Now they got JSN. They drafted that guy out of UCLA, Charbonnet. You know how the Seahawks love to have 2 running backs in their system. Kenneth Walker, always good. And then they drafted some pieces for their defense. So I think easily can come in 2nd place in the NFC West. They win 10 games. They're making the playoffs. 5th seed, I have the Cowboys, just like last year, the Cowboys 12-5. They added Brandon Cooks, Gilmore on the defense. They definitely got better. I don't think they're going to be better than the Eagles. So that's why I have them at 12-5. Number 4, your NFC North champions, the Detroit Lions. Lions. 10-7. I'm giving it to Detroit, man. Got to do it. Dan Campbell, he's going to give them some more grit and determination. Jared Goff was playing really well. They got David Montgomery now. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a star. What's not to like about the Lions, right? In the third spot, I have the New Orleans Saints at 11-6. I think Derek Carr is going to play light years ahead of what Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston did last year. He's got a lot of weapons. Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, Juwan Johnson, Rashid Shaheed, possibly Alvin Kamara. We don't know how long he's going to be out. They have Jamal Williams now. Taysom Hill still. I really like this Saints team. And the NFC South is for the taking now. You got Bryce Young, rookie. You've got Baker Mayfield. And then you got Desmond Ridder in the Falcons. So I think it's the Saints division again. Hopefully they can take it. At number 2 in the NFC, I have the San Francisco 49ers at 14-3. I don't care who is the quarterback, Trey Young, Brock Purdy. The defense is so good that it's going to be hard for them to not win that division. That's why I have them at 14-3, and I believe in Kyle Shanahan doing what he can with the quarterbacks he has in the running game. And they got Christian McCaffrey. So Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, they got a solid team. At number 1 in the NFC, I do have the Philadelphia Eagles. 14-3, baby. Let's go. They re-upped on defense. They got that same offense. They're going to take another step this year together. What's not to love? I love them. I'm in love with them. I love Jalen Hurts. Who doesn't love Jalen Hurts? He's amazing. That's all you need to know. They're 14-3, easy, going into the playoffs, number 1 seed, and then we'll see what happens from there. But DeAndre Swift now. I mean, that team's going to be dirty. I'm excited to see it. So that's what I got for my record predictions this year. Hit the comments. Let me know where I'm wrong, where I'm right, what you think each team is going to be ranked. What is your hot take on the records? And drop a like, subscribe, because it means a lot. I'm just making football content out here as much as I can. Shorts, videos, whatever I want. So give me some ideas down below. It means a lot. Love y'all. Peace.